Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? How was last week? Personally, in my life, there were a lot of issues with the home and just, I don't know what it is at the end of the year, but some things need to be fixed. And pipes bursting and toilets cracking. And one thing I will say about, just from my experience, when things do happen within the home and there are some major issues that happen, it could be home, it could be car, just like material wise, it is like a pain in the ass. They are unfortunately really uncomfortable and can feel like terrible lessons to be learned. But I always have noticed the correlation between things happening in my physical reality, like those things breaking down and having to replace them, and changes in my own like psyche, my own personal life, and who I am. It's as above, so below. And so these, I guess when you experience them, because we all will experience these things from time to time, you can kind of see it as a shift that's happening, not just outside, but also inside, that is reflecting. So, whew. Anyhow, this is Ghost. He always comes around for the readings. Hold on. Meow. See? Okay. All right. Do you have any words? Any words before the new year? Um, so today our reading for the week is going to be following December 30th, which is a new moon in Capricorn, a black moon. It's actually a black moon in Capricorn. And so I learned today I learned that a black moon is what happens when there are two new moons in the same month, which is kind of like the blue moon for full moons. A blue moon is what happens when there's two full moons. That's what they call it. You call that a blue moon, when there's two full moons in the same month. But this is a black moon. And there's a lot of realistic opportunities, a lot of realistic change and new beginnings. This is something that is very concrete, and I really feel like this is a really good new moon for goal setting, which is perfect for the new year. It's grinding, you know. Capricorn is not to be messed with. It is the goat. It is the sign of being able to withstand the boredom, to achieve a goal, to do the redundant practical things in order to get where you want to be. So December 30th to January 5th, which is crazy. January 5, 2025. Wild. So let's get into the reading. So Monday, December 30th, which is the day of the new moon, December 30th into 31st, is actually where the new moon is going to be crossing into. I have a smudge spray for our space today, so let's cleanse the area before we get into the reading. Here's a white light around us, and only one purpose has could enter, calling in the collective angels, ancestral guides, only positive energies, connect to divine source. Into this reading, what is it that we need to know? What is the guidance for the week ahead? Thank you for being here with us. All right. Put this all in reverse. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, such a Capricorn card, to represent Monday, December 30th, with Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is a letting go ritual. And so it reminds me of there's something I'm actually going to be doing for the new moon, which is a letting go ritual, releasing ritual around everything that you wanted to be, everything you thought would come to pass, just letting go of all the sadness, all of the grief before we go into the new year and before we pursue the next goal. And we do these rituals and we do these, we let go and we release these things before new moon, before we start over, because you don't want to carry these things right into in the new year. And you want to honor, I think ritual is so beautiful because you want to honor the time, you want to honor all the things that didn't come to pass, things that you wanted. And it may feel sad, but that's a part of it, right? You kind of have to, it's good to make space for those things, to process those things, and not honor those things that actually have helped to shift and change us into the direction that we're going into now. And it's healthy for our spirits to experience that, and to at least pause for the moment, because sometimes what I'm getting is like we're always like on the go. Always feels like in today's society, in America, I would say, like in Western culture in particular, it can feel like we're just constantly going and never stopping to pause and reflect on just like not just the blessings, but also how, like, about disappointment. It's almost like what I'm getting is like it's like about disappointment and frustrations and things that, like, we don't realize that we carry them with us. We don't realize that they're still attached to us, and how it's good to remember. It's good to look at those things every now and then and be like, hey, like, I see you, like, I know that I was disappointed, and not to brush it off, no bypassing this human experience. And just like very, very much a lot of emphasis on shadow work. There's just like a lot of messages coming through for Monday, I guess, because like we're heading into this new year so quickly, from Monday into New Year's Eve, and then the new year. So there's a lot of like emotion, and meaning and feelings about what's coming up, right? So it's like about how these things from the past have propelled us, how they propel us forward, and how to it's important to like let go. It's important to acknowledge and release these things in order to make space for what's new. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of like clutter, like letting go of clutter. I'm seeing getting rid of clothes, getting rid of old items, cleaning, a lot of cleaning before is what I'm seeing. And all right, let's build on this. So let's go into Tuesday. Jeez. Whew. Way too many cards. All right, so Tuesday we have the Devil and the Queen of Cups. And this could be like addiction. This could be excessive drinking, being that it is the New Year's Eve. It is about moving on. The Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So moving on from the past. So I think there is a lot of I'd say the word is negative. So a lot of negative experiences, a lot of feelings about this year, feelings about 2024, that not enjoying it. A lot of people not enjoying it, seeing things that came to pass that were really dysfunctional is the word. Dysfunctional and unfair, and something that felt like it's almost like this year people felt chained. They felt repressed. People are looking at the ways they felt like they couldn't move forward, and it is like processing that and looking at those feelings and wanting to see things clearly or at a distance, but also moving forward, right? Like, so also moving forward. So there's a lot of like reflection that's happening on Tuesday. Let's go. Let me adjust myself. a lot of reflection, and also a lot of Capricorn energy, because like the devil is represented by that is the Capricorn card. So Capricorn new moon, releasing these addictions, releasing these limiting beliefs, and also just overall releasing this new year and stepping into a new energy. Okay, Wednesday. More earth energy. So we have the Page of Pentacles, right? So new goals, a new beginning, a new start. That is January 1st, 2025. Page of Pentacles. People are a little bit unclear. Spirit is saying like it's important to get clear about these goals. What was it? They said like only 8% of people who have a New Year's goal sticks to it. So there's a lot about having focus, but people are ready to basically pop off on January 1st and commit and start a new goal. It is very optimistic. It feels like just an exciting time. There is this energy of communication, and a lot of it, it's around health. Health, our material world. It feels very homey. I also get like some people kind of just staying inside on January 1st as well, but feeling like this is a shiny new year. Okay, we're gonna go into Thursday. Too many. Thursday. Okay, so we have Thursday, King of Wands in reverse, and we have the Four of Pentacles here. I really feel like we have had this. I believe that Four of Pentacles and King of Wands has shown up multiple times throughout these weeks, and this time it's in reverse this time. It's kind of giving like you're coming in hot, like people are coming in really hot in order to in their commitments, but there may be some misdirected energy. It's like too hot. What I'm getting, it's almost like sprinting. Like it's like when you have to do a marathon and then you sprint that first mile and then you're like exhausted, and you're like, you should have paced yourself. like you should have paced yourself before you ran. Like, why did you sprint so hard the first mile when you knew it was gonna be a marathon? And kind of getting gassed. So that's the energy of Thursday. And with Four of Pentacles, there's a message here that's not related to financial stability exactly. It is, I see. Right. All right. So Four of Pentacles with King of Wands in reverse. This is indulgence. So this has to do with more physical health, and kind of maybe people had too much like during the holidays. Like Tuesday's kind of kind of giving like drinking excess, and maybe you've done doing too much during maybe like Christmas, you celebrate that, and then New Year's Eve. And so it's like a lot about recovery and bringing back balance and harmony. So there's a lot of physical activity. Importance for like physical activity. Pay attention to your health and coming back into balance on Thursday. All right, let's go into Friday. Yeah. So Friday, Ace of Wands. A lot of new energy. Page of Pentacles here, and now the Ace of Wands. So inspiration. So there's this feeling of inspiration. I really do get this energy of like people. It makes sense that there are a lot of people paying attention to their physical health and to having goals around becoming more healthy. Health is wealth. Okay, it's not something that can be. It's not something that can be replaced. And it's like somebody's taking this into their own hands. the word I'm getting is like roll call. So it's like people showing up. It's like everyone's showing up to the gym, of course. Everyone's showing up to the park. Everyone's showing up with their smoothies. And there's inspiration for sure, creativity, but it is having it in our own hands, having our physical well-being in our own hands, having a project, a creative project endeavor in our own hands, and not being afraid to go after it, not being afraid to pursue it, and activating this energy. It feels very celebratory. It feels like excitement about doing this. Like the motivation is here this week. The motivation to begin, to go balls to the wall. Okay, Saturday. All right, so Saturday we have the Hermit and the Two of Wands. I think for some of us, there is this realization that there are some places that we have to go alone. We can't take everybody with us. It's almost like outgrowing old friends, outgrowing the people that are currently in our lives, and kind of seeing who we are, who we want to be. The Hermit is about seeking that light, like what is inside of us, like what, and having to go it alone, because there's no one that can tell you. There's no one that can tell you who you are. What was that quote? Somebody said, "People don't see you as you are. People see you as they are." And so, for you to see yourself as you have to see yourself, and you need to go into it, go into yourself. People don't see you as you are. They see you as they are, and you have. Really looking. Two of Wands here, it's like, where do you want to go? It's like, where do I want to travel to? Who do I want to be? What do I want my life to look like, right? Two of Wands, you see this person like staring at the world, staring at their world, is what I'm getting, is taking it upon yourself to see where you want to be and what you would like the world to look like, what you would like to look like. Be the change that you want to see in the world. In fact, you are the change you want to see in the world. It can feel very lonely a bit on Saturday. It can feel a little bit, it's a lot of self-reflection. I do sense there's a lot of shadow work that's going on this week. A lot of self-reflection, which is only going to be to the benefit of us. And the phrase is taking up the mantle. Taking up the mantle, doing what no one else is doing. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go into Sunday. Change Sunday. Sunday we have the Eight of Cups, also another card that I feel has come up multiple times throughout our readings these weeks. It is that, especially the Hermit being here, so there is like a lot of soul searching this week of leaving things behind, dropping the weight, cutting things out. Someone here really, I sense there is sobriety happening this month with so many cards. I really do feel about drinking excessively. So there are some people that are dropping bad habits, dropping excessive drinking, excessive eating, excessive habits that really haven't been very good for us, and deciding to make the change. And what I'm really hearing is like making a change that you never thought you could do. It's like letting go of that limiting belief that there was no way, and how some people in our lives have influenced us, and the people we are around have enabled us, and that maybe spend time alone. Like maybe you guys can still be friends, but maybe you need to spend a little bit less time with those certain groups that are kind of triggering that habit or making you feel obligated to behave in certain ways. And for some of us, it's like having the courage to do it regardless, but also understanding that it makes it easier to not be around certain people that have those habits, because we see ourselves in a different way that we've never seen before, and having that courage to walk away from just being those identities and believing that this is who I am and this is what I do. And now it's like, no, like who am I without these people? Who am I without these beliefs that I just decided were true about me, but maybe they're not true. And maybe I can change. And that is very exciting. And some people might take it personally, but it's not personal. It's an internal and personal change for you, but not an assault to anybody else. And the people that get you, the people that love you, will understand that it's not an attack on them, but a positive and healthy change for you. So what's best for you, what's for your best and highest good. And the people that care about us will understand that. Okay, now we're gonna do the overall energy of the week. What's the overall energy of the week? Interesting. So the energy of the week is the Nine of Wands in reverse. That was interesting that it was the Nine of Wands and it was in reverse. And that is very exciting. So letting go of resistance, letting go of, it's like being less fatigued. Ooh, the star on the bottom of the deck. This is being authentically ourselves. This is opening up and seeing our light and seeing, letting go of the walls, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, allowing us to almost like see us as our spirits. In the star, where is it? In the star, this person is unclothed. They are bare. They are under the stars. And it's such a beautiful card to represent that truth, right? Being able to face the truth of who we are and how that is such a dream come true. It's a dream come true to be able to love yourself, to be able to be honest and unafraid to be understood, and not to just be understood, but it's okay if people don't understand, which is even more opening, because like it's okay because you know who you are. You know who you are, you know what you mean, and maybe some people may not take it the right way. Maybe there'll be people who don't understand. But the more you are yourself, you'll find more people who do. Because they'll be able to see you as who you are. And this week is about letting those walls down. Letting go. Letting go of the barriers. Letting go of things that we thought were solid. Things that we thought that were unchangeable. And allowing ourselves to shed these mistruths, shed these limiting beliefs, and be as we are. And another thing I'm getting is how, with the Nine of Wands here, it's like finally, it's like a breath of fresh air. It feels like a breath of fresh air of, like, I don't have to pretend anymore. I want to let go of being this tired. Like, I really feel this release of being so exhausted, being so trying and feeling like we're not getting anywhere, and letting go of those feelings, letting go of those blockages and releasing them. So I think this week is going to be a really beautiful and like poignant week, like a lot of self-reflection, a lot of releasing happening this week, which is perfect for, because we have the new moon and we have a new beginning, and it's exciting. It's really it's really very beautiful. So I wish you guys a happy new year. Thank you, Spirit, thank you, the Divine, and thank you for being here. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. I hope that this supported you in some way. So have a great week. Love you. Ciao.